Hi, my name is Wesley Newlands. I'm from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. This is my 8-year-old gelding, Calvin. I bought him at the end of Florida last year, and I started him in the lows, and I'm hoping he'll move up to the mediums and the highs this circuit. I love being an amateur. I'm hoping I can keep that forever. Yes, when I went to Europe last summer, my mom bought it for me so everyone would know I was Canadian. This is my 12-year-old mare, Waminka B. I've had her for 3 years, and I do her in the high amateurs, and I started doing Grand Prix on her, and she's a very good horse. She's a solid veteran. She was really bitchy when I first got her, but she's really come around, and she's very sweet, and we've developed a really good partnership over the last year. I go for horses that are very brave, and I like a horse that moves well off your leg and has a lot of momentum going to the fence. I'm not one who likes to be kicking. I like to be taken to the fence. I wanted to start competing in the US. I was a big hunter rider showing in Canada, and I had won the Royal 2 years in a row. So then I came down here to try and win the American indoors with my hunter, and then I ended up liking it, and the trainers are amazing down here. So I had previously been riding at Cara Rather's farm. I had been keeping my horses there for 2 years. And so when I switched, she mentioned John would be a really good fit for me to take my riding to the next level. And so I moved over to them during WEF 2 years ago. No, I just had an interview with them, and we went over my goals and what they liked in their program and everything, and I thought it would be a really good fit, and so did they. I've learned how to manage my own farm, medications, what my horses need to do for FEI, and how to prepare them in the morning before I show. I learned how to jump bigger fences with Beezy. She's always been one of my idols, and it's amazing to watch her do what I eventually want to do one day. Yeah, when I first moved, I had a really hard time, and it was frustrating at times, but I kept pushing through, and then it pays off in the end. This is my 8-year-old mare, Seawaldine. I call her Elle in the barn. We bought her in the fall last year, and I showed her 1 week, and then she got hurt. So she just started jumping again. So she jumped her first line today, so that was really exciting. And I'm hoping to do her in 2 schooling classes next week.
Do you have 2 mares?
I have 3 mares.
So how did
it just happened that way. I really like having mares because they're fighters, and they like to try as hard as they can. I find it's harder to build a partnership with a mare. It takes a lot longer than it does with a gelding. But once you have a partnership with them, it lasts for a long time. She's very friendly. We're body control, my body in the air and not getting thrown forward and staying with the horse, keeping my leg down and not moving in the air, and keeping my hands up. And I always feel prepared when I go to the ring with them because we practice so much at home. And then when I go into the ring, they say, we like go over my course and they say, okay, just go and ride and have fun. And then if anything happens, we'll come back to the barn and work on it tomorrow or.
And what are the things that like no one should tell you right before you go in the ring?
I hope you survived. So this is my new mare, Vita I just bought her from Daniel Deucer. She's quite famous. So she's 11 years old, and we're going to start in the schooling classes next week. Well, I've had her since American Thanksgiving, so I've been like taking her for grass, spending lots of time with her, giving her treats, and like really practicing getting her to move off my leg. And she was actually the first and only horse I tried when I went over, and she was very brave, and we wanted something that had a lot of experience that could teach me the bigger fences, and she's been all over the world, and I'm hoping to get on a team with her. Yeah, I think it is a wrong assessment because an amateur, you still want to be doing the big classes. The difference between an amateur and professional is I'm not getting paid to ride. My parents are supporting me.
Right, but you still have that competitive fire.
Yes.
The same way as.
Yeah.
So.
This is one of my favorite horses. This is Isla Paco. I've had him for about 4 years, and I bought him off of Skylar Riley. He was her big horse, and he's 16 this year, but he's still wanting to jump big. Yeah, once they get older and they don't want to jump as big, I'll slowly start moving him down, and eventually he's never being sold, so I get to retire him. My mom grew up riding a little bit, and she thought it would be fun for all of my siblings to do. There's 4 of us, 2 brothers and a sister, but none of them stuck with it, and I was the only one who continued. Yeah, I have my brother's a chef, my sister's a golfer, and the other brother's a hockey player. So, very active family. Yeah, she's unbelievable. She makes it look so easy. And she's in most of our lessons, and she'll demonstrate for us, and then we'll follow. Yeah, she gives me tips every day how to improve my riding and make my horses better. And John's also really amazing from the ground telling. Yeah, just lots of training, lots of lessons. Train with someone you look up to and respect, and always go to the ring and watch. You can learn a lot from watching people warm up in the schooling area and then in the ring as well.